What's up guys, welcome to this week's patch notes video where we're going to go through what is going on in RuneScape this week and let you guys know what's happening. And basically I make these videos for the people who maybe like you're at work or you just don't want to read through it yourself, you'd rather listen to it in the background, all that sort of good stuff, and there's plenty of you guys, so hopefully you do enjoy this video. If you do, then make sure to leave a like, do subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let's take a look at what's going on in RuneScape this week. It says quality of life mini strike and advent calendar this week in RuneScape. I completely forgot the advent calendar was a thing, to be honest, but the mini strikes and the quality of life stuff is always very interesting for me anyway. So the ninjas have been adding a little polish to the game ready for the end of the year. Read on for news of the mini strike plus the return of the advent calendar, last international shipping dates for Christmas merch and more. Okay, so the ninjas have squeezed in some late in the year quality of life improvements in a stocking filler size mini strike. Some of the work has focused on gameplay balancing. They've taken adrenaline from Super Gothic's restores, tweaked dragon weapon special attacks, and you can no longer gain effects from the Scripture of Bic without using charge. That's probably a good thing. That's what you think. What I wonder what the first attack to change from. There's a whole host of other tweaks too, from strike worms now being able to fight off task to god books having up to 24-hour charge and updated tooltips. God books having up to 24 hours of charge, that is so good. Ah, that is so good. Visit the patch notes further down for the full slate of improvements. Alright, so we start off with the advent calendar. The countdown begins with fast approaching the most magical day of the year, and that of course means the return of the RuneScape advent calendar. Get one free gift plus an extra key each day you log in through December. Open your reward for 15 days and you'll get the new portable snowflake aura cosmetic override. Portable snowflake aura cosmetic override. Is that I don't know what that is. Is that an actual aura? Is it like the is it like the eyes? It's like the eyes, isn't it? Like the gazing auras. That, I think that's cool. I like it. That's good. Since we're counting down, you'll notice that Christmas decorations are up across Gillinor from today, and there's plenty more to come shortly. Look out tomorrow for news on December's content drop and more special events to come. That's cool. If that's actually just like the gaze slot thing, I'm using that like all the time. That's badass. Bond bundles reminder. Last week we announced a brand new bond bundles for Black Friday. Got yours yet? While a bank booster, I'm not going to go through all this for ages. There's not really a ton to go through, but basically you can get the premium aura for 5 premium aura bundles for 5 bonds, where you get the Madrat, Desert Pantheon, and Dwarven Instinct. And then of course there's the Calista Legendary Pet and the Growth Surge for 6 bonds. The another Legendary Pet. And then the keepsakes. So if any of that is interest to you, that is possible to get for the time being, and you can grab those. So Fresh Start Worlds Week 10. We're in our chill post-competitive era over on Fresh Start Worlds, but there's still plenty of boosts to prepare you for all of your re-entry into the main game. Here's this week's bonuses in full. Week 10 boosts, we've got 120% XP for skills below level 70, and we've got 60% XP for skills above level 70. And then there's 20% chance for double monster drops, that's still there. Tier 5 auras unlocked, no loss upon deaths, free deaths is still nice. 40% chance to double gathered materials, still good for skilling and stuff. And 100% accuracy in combat as well, which is probably freaking nice. I wish we had that in the main game if I'm being honest, but it is what it is. The accuracy thing sounds super nice. But you guys are still playing. Has most people changed? Like, so if you were playing Fresh Start Wars, let me know in the comments. Have most of you like swapped over to the main game now? Because while the 20% chance and stuff is for double drops is good, maybe you'd stay just for that. Actually, would you? I don't know. Let me know. I'm interested in finding out because the XP rates are pretty much not that much better. 120% still good. Don't get me wrong, but most people are probably over level 70 at this point in most skills. So let me know. Have you stayed there, or are you swapping over? Sell off any like capes and stuff? Have they been given out? The halos and whatnot? I don't know. Let me know. Anyway, merch update. Hear ye, hear ye. This is a reminder that the last recommended Christmas shipping date for those of you outside the UK is December 9th. Make sure you place your orders on the merch store by then for the best chance of getting your gifts in time for Christmas. Cool. So you'll still get your stuff if you buy it. It just might not be there for Christmas. Treat yourself to one of these popular lines and make sure that your nearest and dearest know what you want from Santa this year. There's some cool stuff in here, to be honest. I like the pins and stuff. I quite like the socks and the jumper as well. But, and the key rings, of course. But yeah, if you guys are looking for merch and stuff outside of the UK, December 9th, to make sure you get it on time. Obviously in the UK it'll probably be a bit easier because it's not got too far to go. But yeah. Okay, patch notes. Quality of life mini strike. Dragon weapons special attacks have been rebalanced. See below for more. Okay, that's me down here. God books can now be charged up to 24 hours. Like I said before, it's beautiful. Love it. Not gonna lie, it's probably not a big deal for a lot of people, especially like, I mean, Grimoire. It's pretty expensive. How much money would someone comment down below, please? How much is 24 hours of Grimoire charge? Please let me know. And I wonder if this includes a Grimoire. I'm assuming it will, but how much is 24 hours of Grimoire charge? Even if it doesn't include that, how much would that be? Godbook tooltips have been updated to better emphasize their effects. Okay, so that's the tooltips to explain how they work. You can no longer gain effects from the Scripture of Bic without using charge. Desert, ice, and jungle strike worms no longer require a Slayer task to attack. Is this kind of good? Does this mean that certain drops will now be more common? Do they drop herbs maybe? Or is that all seeds? I don't know. What does this do? For you Slayer people out there, what does this do? What does this change? There must be something. There must be a reason for this. Elves and Nihils will now consistently spawn as a captured variant when newly placed in the player-owned Slayer dungeon. NPCs placed before now will continue to spawn a random variant. Okay, so if you've got like all of one type of Nihil, for example, that's what will spawn in your dungeon now. Whereas before, I assume if you got Nihils, it would just spawn Nihils. There was nothing specific. That might be really good for making money. You could make maybe specific Nihil pouches, the most expensive ones, and you might be able to get really good money from that, I suppose. So that's cool. Super Gothic restores no longer give adrenaline. I think that's a little nerf to something. I think some people did actually use those, like take one of them in PVM, but I guess there's not much point anymore. Runecrafting talismans have been updated to better reflect their usage. Crystal tooltips now accurately reflect their effects. Okay, so it is a very small quality of life mini strike, but it is it's cool. I think it's good. Let's read about the special attacks. Mod Sponge says, "This is my game jam work from back in March, so it'll be great to finally have it in the game and see what players make of it. Since special attacks were reintroduced to RuneScape, a lot of them have fallen into the category of useless, but being such iconic attacks, I wanted to give them the love they deserved. By reducing the clunkiness of weapons like Dragon Claws and addressing their adrenaline efficiency so they match more modern standards. Hopefully we'll see more players picking them up or throwing them in their amulets. With the time limitations of the game jam, I was only able to rework the dragon weapons after rewriting the tooltips, but if it's something players like, I'll be up for doing a second batch." Is this all melee stuff? Does that mean that what it is? I mean, this is fine. Is it though? It is. This is all, Dragon Axe? Dragon Axe, maybe the efficient 2. Is this just like the regular Dragon Axe? I don't know. Armored Battle Staff is not a dragon thing, but that's cool. Right, let's have a look. This is cool though, because maybe melee has more uses with stuff now. Let's have a look. Dragon Dagger now deals 85 to 165% ability damage each hit. Is no longer a channeled ability, so that would be an instant thing now, I guess. Dragon Halberd now deals 50 to 109% damage each hit. It's no longer a channeled ability. It no longer has a cooldown, so you can spam it. Fix an issue that would cause that does less. Oh, it can do more than a Dragon Dagger. Fix an issue that will cause players to change targets or not hit some targets twice when casting. So it's just basically made it like more. It's nicer. It works better. Dragon Mace now deals 150 to 310% ability damage. Adrenaline cost has been reduced to 20. That seems good, right? How much is a Gothic Staff? One sec. Is that better than a Gothic Staff, or is it the same? Remove the damage roll offset. Was previously less likely to roll low than high. Okay. Dragon Two-Handed Sword now deals 230 to 350 ability damage. Adrenaline cost has been reduced to 50. Increases the range of special attack from 3x3 to 5x5. That's kind of cool. That's good. It's 50% adrenaline, so of course it's going to hit high. That's cool. Dragon Claws now deals a total of 184 to 600% ability damage across 4 hits. Remove the stall from the ability animation and is no longer a channeled ability. This is the same. I think this is it the same damage? Or is this more damage? I don't know. And what's the adrenaline on Dragon Claws? I'm going to assume it's like still 50% or just over 50%. I think it's 50. Is it? Or is it like, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Dragon Longsword now deals 90 to 410% ability damage. The attack now features a raised hit cap. Cool. Dragon Axe. Move the effect to apply on hit rather than on cast. Drilling cost is removed at 230. I don't know what the Dragon Axe effect is. Like, people can tell me all this stuff in the comments if you want to, but otherwise, I'm sure you can probably wiki it. Dragon's Scimitar now deals 50 to 210% ability damage. Adrenaline cost has been reduced to 25. Now grants a new buff on hit. Increases hit chance with slash attacks for 25% for 1 minute. Is that useful anyway, or not? Dragon Battle Axe now has a buff icon. And the Armadillo Battle Staff now has a channeling buff bar icon. I like this. I like this a lot. This means with the Staff of Armadillo, when you use this, you'll know when it's finished, and you don't have to like guess. Like you could kind of tell anyway. And once you use it a long time, you knew when it was done. But this just means you know exactly when it's done and when you can reapply it. That is good. I like this. Someone who does melee a lot. Is this big? Is this just a big thing or is this a little thing? I don't know. Let me know. I'm really interested in these changes. Are you going to use these or not? Let me know in the comments, please. Please, please, please. The What's New interface has been removed from Commander Conid. This is just general stuff, by the way. And Captain Kane at Barbarian Assault. A new item available from the Traveling Merchant, the Horn of Honor, can be redeemed for Barbarian Assault honor points. The lighting in the Dungeon Disorder has been fixed. The JMods were asking on Twitter about the lighting in some places, so they've fixed those, which is cool to see. It's always nice to see when the JMods reach out to people and say, look, what needs fixing with this specific thing? Let me know, and then they've fixed it. These are the two things that I saw people mention, so there you go. The collection of notes from the Zamorak Lord of Chaos pre-release event are now obtainable once again from their allocated monsters, Black Knights, Dragon High, Greater Demons, and Monks of Zamorak. The collection of notes can now be reclaimed from the player-owned houses. The collection of Zamarakian notes achievement have been added and is worth 10 rune score for collecting all 5 notes. The Madness of and Malediction achievement has been fixed and now gives 20 rune score as intended. Right, with this stuff here, if it was broken for a while, does this mean no one could comp if you didn't have this? Or was it just gave you less rune? Like, you could get the achievement, but it just gave you less rune score. Is that what it was? I don't know. 2 of the 4 skeletal wyvern variants were affected by dragon modifiers. These have been removed. Skeletal wyverns aren't dragons. Okay, they're wyverns. Quest overviews released after the aftermath. Quest no longer displays 6-age text about the gods of Gillinor and your world guardian powers. Soften the wording and the suggested requirements in the aftermath quest overview and removed its disclaimer. Added the timeline category in the quest list below, world guardian, for quests that take place post aftermath. Added an age, this is all lore stuff, I think. Added a age category in the quest list below 6th age for the quests that take place post aftermath. Okay. Cool. So that's all the stuff done. That's all patch notes. That's a long one. So this is quite a long video, but hopefully there's some good stuff in there for you guys. I think they've done a freaking great job. I love the Ninja Strike stuff. I think it's the best updates we get apart from like major updates. It's good. Anyway, community showcases. Let's take a look. This is always interesting stuff. And the artists in this game, I've always said it. I say it every time. I'm going to say it every time again. I don't care. It's true. The artists are freaking badass and top tier. Like, look at this stuff. It's so, look at this. It's so good. Anyway, RuneTube. Oh, there's YouTubers. That stuff is here. The RS guy continues their hardcore Iron journey and is run into some trouble. And then there's Az. It says we have some tips on how to make some good money fighting bosses. This is like the low level bosses and stuff. And then Nuzness is on the road to a party hat and is having to make some tough decisions. Damn. That's cool. Thanks, Jagex, for sharing that stuff. That's interesting. Scaper's screenshots. Is that the screenshot? What graphic settings? What is this? There's no way that's a screenshot, is it? Hayes is either getting ready for Christmas or conquering the world. We aren't sure. How do you? What the frick is this? Is this a skybox? And if so, which skybox is in it? Please let me know in the comments. Someone. How do I make my game look like this? This is freaking insane. It looks better than... What? Is this edited? I don't know. This is badass though. I love that. I don't know why. That's like my favorite part of the patch notes. Anyway, guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you'll find it useful. There's a lot of stuff happening. The mini strike is still good. It's still good. It's mini, but it's good. The advent calendar is interesting. There's a lot of stuff happening this week. So hopefully you'll find this useful. If you did, then make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let me know how to get that screenshot working, because I want my game to look like that. See you later, guys. Bye.